On January 7, 1943, a waitress at the New Yorker hotel entered room number 3327. She discovered the lifeless body of an 86-year-old man. For the past decade, this man had made the hotel his home. He died alone and penniless, surviving on biscuits and warm milk while obsessively feeding pigeons. This man was Nikola Tesla. Looking at how his final years unfolded, it's almost hard to believe that he was one of the most brilliant minds in history. Tesla shaped our modern world, pioneering the electrical system of alternating current that powers homes across the globe. His influence is everywhere, in the remote control, radio, seismology, fluorescent lamps, and even in wireless communication. His ideas had the potential to propel technology forward by a century and provide free energy to the world. Even more remarkable, all the money he earned from his groundbreaking inventions was spent on projects aimed at improving life for humanity. He was a man driven not by greed or personal gain but by the desire to better the world. Everyone knows that Thomas Edison was the man who designed the electric light. People are also familiar with Guglielmo Marconi, credited with inventing the radio, and George Westinghouse, who built the world's first hydroelectric power plant. But what most people don't know is this: Nikola Tesla was the genius behind it all. It was Tesla's groundbreaking inventions that truly shaped the modern world as we know it today. Nikola Tesla was born on July 10, 1856, in the Austrian Empire during a particularly violent thunderstorm. The midwife, terrified by the storm, declared that Tesla would be a child of the storm or hurricane boy. However, his mother firmly disagreed and said, "No, he will be a child of light." What Tesla's mother meant was that he would persevere in everything he did to make the world a brighter place. But what she couldn't have known was how prophetic that statement would be. The name Child of Light not only reflected Tesla's destiny to illuminate the world with his inventions but also foreshadowed the triumphs and tragedies that would define his life. At a young age, Nikola Tesla began experiencing vivid visions accompanied by flashes of light. These visions blurred the line between reality and imagination, leaving him unsure of what was real and what existed only in his mind. Yet, these visions became the foundation of his extraordinary ability to conceptualize inventions. Tesla could visualize his creations in astonishing detail entirely within his mind, eliminating the need for blueprints or drawings. He described and perfected his designs purely through mental visualization, as he later explained in a 1919 article. Tesla's mother shared a similar gift, an exceptional memory and the ability to recall images and details with remarkable precision. She recognized Tesla's potential and trained him through daily exercises in memory, reasoning, guessing, and other mental challenges. Thanks to this rigorous mental conditioning, Tesla developed incredible intellectual abilities. By the time he was a child, he could speak 8 languages fluently. Tesla's father was a priest and hoped his son would follow in his footsteps. However, when Tesla contracted cholera, he became bedridden for 9 months and faced death multiple times. Desperate to save his son, Tesla's father promised to send him to the best engineering school if he recovered. Miraculously, Tesla survived. True to his father's word, he enrolled in the Technical University of Graz, where he studied mathematics and physics. One day, while walking, Tesla was suddenly struck with the idea for an alternating current, AC, motor. He immediately stopped, sat down, and sketched his first design in the sand on the street. In his first year at university, Tesla excelled beyond expectations. He not only achieved the highest grades but also passed all his tests with ease, earning recognition as a truly exceptional student. Tesla claimed that he worked and studied tirelessly, starting at 3 o'clock in the morning and continuing until 11 at night, without exception, even on Sundays or holidays. After his father's death in 1879, Tesla discovered a package of letters from one of his professors addressed to his father. In the letters, the professor warned that Tesla's intense work habits could lead to his death from exhaustion. By the end of his second year at university, Tesla lost his scholarship and developed a gambling addiction. During exam time, Tesla admitted he wasn't prepared and requested an extension to study, but his request was denied. As a result, he didn't receive grades at the end of his third semester and ultimately never graduated from university. In 1881, Tesla moved to Budapest and began working at a telegraph company. During his time there, he made numerous improvements to central station equipment and even claimed to have perfected the telephone repeater or amplifier, though none of these innovations were ever patented. A year later, Tesla started working at Edison's Continental Company in France, where he was tasked with designing and improving electrical equipment. It didn't take long for management to recognize that Tesla's immense talents were being underutilized in his initial role. He was soon assigned more complex tasks, such as building and improving dynamos. Tesla's exceptional understanding of electrical systems quickly became apparent, and the company began sending him across Europe to troubleshoot and fix issues in Edison installations. In 1884, a manager from Edison's company offered Tesla a job at Edison Machine Works in New York City, and Tesla eagerly accepted. He moved to America, where he would spend most of his life. Tesla was assigned the task of redesigning the direct current, DC, generator at Edison's company. Shortly after, he came into contact with the owner of the company, Thomas Alva Edison. At first, the two shared great admiration for each other. Tesla saw Edison as an inspiring figure, and Edison reportedly told Tesla, "I have many assistants who work hard, but you are the best." However, this mutual respect was short-lived. Their friendship gave way to a rivalry that would define their relationship for the rest of their lives. While working for Edison, Tesla was once promised $50,000 by Edison if he could improve the design of Edison's proprietary direct current, DC, dynamo. Tesla worked tirelessly for months on the project and eventually succeeded. When he asked for the payment, however, Edison refused, reportedly saying, "Tesla, you don't understand our American humor." Disheartened, Tesla left Edison's company shortly after. In 1886, he partnered with several entrepreneurs to pursue his own inventions. However, investors gradually lost interest in his ideas and withdrew their funding. Tesla even lost the rights to some of his patents, which he had traded for stock in hopes of securing financial support. As a result of these setbacks, Tesla faced significant hardship. He was forced to take on small jobs, such as electrical repair work, and even worked as a trench digger for just $2 a day to survive. In 1886, Tesla met a group of businessmen who believed in his potential, and with their support, he continued working on improving and developing new types of electric motors, generators, and other devices. A year later, Tesla invented the induction motor, which uses alternating current, AC. This AC motor became the most efficient way to convert electricity into mechanical energy. The development of this motor laid the foundation for modern electrical systems. Interestingly, the version of the motor used in today's Tesla cars is based on this invention. Yes, the electric car company founded by Elon Musk was named after this brilliant scientist, Nikola Tesla, honoring his groundbreaking work. The invention of the AC motor caught the attention of George Westinghouse, a major player in the electric market, who recognized that Tesla's motor might be the key to completing his alternating current system and finally competing with Edison's direct current system. In 1888, Tesla licensed the patent for his AC motor to Westinghouse for $60,000, accepting stock and royalties as part of the deal. This marked the beginning of the infamous War of Currents, a fierce battle between Edison's direct current and Westinghouse Tesla's alternating current for dominance in the world's electrical systems. The War of Currents was fought between two sides. On one side, Thomas Edison advocated for direct current, DC, a system where the electric charge flows in one direction only. On the other side, Tesla, supported by George Westinghouse, promoted alternating current, AC, where the electric charge periodically changes direction. AC proved to be crucial for maintaining a stable power supply because it can travel over long distances without significant loss of energy. This ability to transmit power over greater distances made AC the preferred choice for powering homes and large machinery. In contrast, DC is better suited for smaller devices, like flashlights, because it doesn't support long-distance power transmission efficiently. Edison, determined to protect the sales of his direct current, DC, system, didn't care about the safety of alternating current, AC. He began a disturbing campaign, paying schoolchildren 25 cents to bring their pets so he could publicly electrocute them. Edison staged these gruesome events to demonstrate that Tesla's AC system was dangerous. As the spectacle grew more extreme, the animals being electrocuted became larger and larger, culminating in the electrocution of a horse. Things took a darker turn in 1903 when Edison arranged for the public execution of a circus elephant named Topsy. Edison's company, Electricizing Elephants, even filmed the event to further push his narrative that AC was dangerous. Edison's campaign escalated further when he secretly funded the development of the electric chair, designed to use alternating current as a form of execution. All of this was part of Edison's effort to tarnish the reputation of Tesla and Westinghouse's AC system, portraying it as lethal and unsafe. Despite Edison's schemes, good things eventually came to Westinghouse and Tesla. In 1893, they triumphed over Edison and his company by lighting up the world's Columbian Exposition in Chicago. This grand event, which celebrated the 400th anniversary of Christopher Columbus's rediscovery of America, showcased the power of alternating current, AC. Visitors could clearly see that AC, driven by Tesla's innovations, was the future of electricity. Their success continued and they defeated Edison once again to build the world's first alternating current power plant at Niagara Falls. This monumental achievement helped provide electricity to parts of New York City, solidifying AC's dominance. Westinghouse and Tesla had won the war of currents, and direct current, DC, gradually faded into obscurity. In the 1890s, Tesla reached the height of his career, supported by royalties from Westinghouse. During this time, he developed many of his groundbreaking ideas. Over his lifetime, Tesla accumulated nearly 300 patents, showcasing his incredible range of inventions. One of his most fascinating inventions was the first remote control. Tesla demonstrated this by controlling a miniature boat at Madison Square Garden in New York. People were so amazed by the demonstration that many thought he was using magic to move the boat. This invention is considered a precursor to today's drones. Another of Tesla's famous inventions was the Tesla coil, a device capable of generating high-voltage electricity in large quantities. With the Tesla coil, he discovered the ability to send and receive strong radio signals while resonating at the same frequency, laying the groundwork for modern wireless communication. However, disaster struck when Tesla was preparing to broadcast a radio signal. In 1895, a fire destroyed his laboratory, taking with it years of equipment and research. Despite this setback, Tesla did not apply for a patent for his radio invention until 2 years later. The fire marked a turning point in his life, but Tesla's resilience drove him to continue his work, even after the devastating loss. At the same time Tesla was working on his radio invention, an Italian businessman, Guglielmo Marconi, was also developing radio technology in the UK. Marconi attempted to patent his version of the radio in the United States, but his application was initially rejected because it resembled Tesla's work too closely. However, things changed when Marconi successfully sent the first transatlantic radio message in 1901, using 17 of Tesla's patents. Thomas Edison, recognizing the potential of Marconi's success, provided financial support to him. Tesla, while acknowledging Marconi's achievement, did not initially dispute it. However, in 1904, the United States Patent Office reversed its decision and granted Marconi the patent for the invention of the radio. No explanation was given for this sudden change, but the strong financial backing Marconi received likely played a significant role. Marconi went on to win the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1911, an award made possible by Tesla's innovations. Tesla, furious at the injustice, sued Marconi. The case dragged on for years, but it was eventually resolved in Tesla's favor after his death. The radio patent dispute had a lasting negative impact on the remainder of Tesla's career. When Marconi announced the invention of the wireless telegraph, or radio, Tesla told the newspapers that it would never work and that he could have done it better on his own. Tesla, however, had even more ambitious plans. He envisioned a system for the wireless transmission of electrical power. To develop this idea, he set up a testing station in Colorado Springs in 1899. By the end of the year, he returned to New York, confident that his discoveries would change the future. Tesla then began building a laboratory complex in Wardenclyffe, Long Island, complete with a 57-meter-high tower. His plan was to demonstrate how electrical power could be transmitted in large quantities through the earth. Locals and newspapers began reporting mysterious voices and sudden lightning flashes near the factory. Tesla's ultimate goal was to create a global wireless system capable of transmitting energy anywhere in the world. The 57-meter-high tower was named the Wardenclyffe Tower, and Tesla believed it would revolutionize wireless technology, propelling it forward by leaps and bounds. He envisioned a future where phone users could communicate across the globe at a low cost. A receiver no more expensive than a watch would allow people to listen to speech or music delivered from anywhere, whether on land or at sea, no matter how far away. Tesla also foresaw the ability to transmit images, photographs, or molds across vast distances. His dream was for millions of devices to be operated from a single factory, using a system like the one he was creating. Tesla believed that his wireless power system could have numerous applications, including universal timekeeping, global distribution of music, and marine navigation systems that would allow ships to determine their exact location and navigate without the need for a compass. Despite the brilliance of his ideas, Tesla was facing mounting troubles. Marconi's radio station, established in 1901, began drawing attention away from the Wardenclyffe Tower. The media started to question whether Tesla's project was a hoax, and investors began to doubt the feasibility of his plans. As a result, many of his backers pulled out, leaving Tesla, in his 50s, in financial ruin. Tesla struggled for over a decade, attempting to complete his plans in vain. Eventually, he suffered a nervous breakdown, and his debt became so overwhelming that he lost Wardenclyffe due to foreclosure. The land was immediately sold to a new owner, who had the tower destroyed to make room for real estate development. This marked the beginning of a sharp decline in Tesla's life and mental health. In his final decade, Tesla lived in a hotel in New York, continuing to work on new inventions even as his energy and mental health declined. The Westinghouse Corporation hired him as a consultant and covered his room expenses, allowing him to live rent-free. However, despite their support, Tesla died in debt. In his later years, he spent much of his time feeding pigeons, and there were rumors that he would talk to the birds, forming a unique bond with them. On January 7, 1943, Tesla passed away in a New York hotel. His work was largely forgotten at the time, and he was relatively unknown after his death. His inventions remained unrealized for many years. Tesla was a visionary who could imagine complex inventions in his mind without needing to put them on paper or build physical models. The ability to visualize his ideas in such detail and still navigate everyday life is an incredible feat. This ability allowed Tesla to avoid the risk of losing or having his inventions copied, as he could hold all the designs in his head. Tesla's creations, such as the modern radio, induction motor, and remote control, all came to life within his mind. He was also known for his strong determination, managing to overcome some of his bad habits, like smoking and drinking coffee, something that took years of self-discipline. His ability to live longer, free of certain vices, gave him more time to work on his groundbreaking ideas. One quote that best illustrates Tesla's relentless work ethic is, "I have solved the problem. Now I can die happy, but I have to live. I have to go back to work and build a motor so that I can give it to the world. No more men being slaves. A heavy-duty motor. I will set them free. It will do the work of the world." Because of his willpower, persistence, and visionary mindset, Nikola Tesla was able to achieve his goals for both himself and the world. Despite being largely unappreciated during his lifetime, his work has had an enduring impact, making the world a brighter place. Tesla's unwavering drive allowed him to continue his work and overcome personal challenges, including obsessive habits, through sheer perseverance. His achievements revolutionized the flow of electricity, most notably with his invention of the alternating current, AC, motor. Tesla was truly a man ahead of his time, and his groundbreaking advancements in electricity were nothing short of radical. His systems and designs had the potential to propel technology forward for nearly a century and could even pave the way for providing free, sustainable energy to the world. Tesla didn't work for personal gain or greed. His life's mission was rooted in the advancement of humanity. His innovations were always focused on improving the quality of life for others, rather than seeking financial wealth or fame. His dedication to science and progress led him to dream of a future where technology could provide solutions to global challenges, from free energy for all to more efficient systems that would empower people and reduce hardship.